Hi there, it's Ruth at Artful Stamping with a weekend ramble, a kind of end of the week roundup of what I've been up to this week. I'm afraid this week has been pretty busy, and I will go on to tell you what I've been up to. And so I have to confess, I've neglected my blog and a bit of Facebook, and I've tried to post pictures as I can on Facebook and Instagram, but I'm afraid I've been a little bit relapsed on my blogging habits, so I'm really sorry about that, guys who follow me on artfulstamping.co.uk. But I'm hoping this week I'm going to kind of bring it back into gear and yes, behave myself a bit more and get some stuff out there. Anyway, so some of you may, if you follow me on Periscope, if you don't, then, and you do have the app, then do look for me. Just look for Artful Stamping and I'm there. I stamped this card last week as I'm preparing for a class that I've got on Tuesday. So some of you who are watching actually might get to make this card because it's going to be focusing on children's and men's cards. So I'm trying to sort of create some designs that would be fine for men and for children. So this is one of the designs that we're going to be looking at, and it's using the stamp set. I think it's called the Balloon Builder stamp set. I'm just going to see if I can put my hands on it. I can certainly find it in a catalogue for you. Yes, and I love this stamp set because it's so versatile. It's got these two lovely balloon images in it, and then it's also got some other different shapes in it that can be used for creating different pictures and things. So I've already had a little experiment creating some really cute little faces with it, and I'm looking forward to showing you some more ideas soon. So these are the two balloon kind of generic balloon images, and then there's actually look at the heart balloon there, and there's no reason why you couldn't turn that long one into a balloon because you also have this kind of long line here which is quite nice. Okay, so there's that one that I'm going to be showing you at some point. Now these two cards are completely inspired by something I saw on Pinterest. The idea is not my own. I have stolen the idea or cased it, which is a term for copy and share everything, which is completely allowed as long as you attribute it to the person that you copied it from. So yeah, these are copied from a couple of different ideas I saw on Pinterest, but I kind of made them my own by using my own colours and things, and then I've used a really nice embossing folder on here. Okay, so that's what I've been up to preparing for my classes. Then on Tuesday, I'll show you some more cards in a second, but on Tuesday evening I had the privilege of talking to my local WI group. Actually, it's not my super duper local one, it's one that's a few miles up the road from me. And with them I did stamps and bunting, and I don't actually have anything that kind of we worked on, but we were stamping on these shapes here. Oh look, I've got a little bit that I was stamped on again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I walked into this room of ladies. I was expecting between 25 to 30 of them, and it worked out that there were 35 ladies, and I'd prepared for about 30, so I had to quickly rejiggle some of the packs of bunting that I had done for them. And so I gave them loads of different stamps to play with, lots of paper flowers that they could then turn into roses, and they had the most marvellous time. I even had a few ladies come up to me and say that they'd never known such a kind of busy WI session, and I'm sure they'll be wanting me back to do something else at some point. Anyway, some of those ladies are actually going to be coming to my class on Tuesday, which I'm really, really pleased about, because it's really nice to carry on building on some of the techniques that they learnt on that night. So yeah, so anyway, with them, we did a project where they just stamped on some bunting. So different people chose different words, or they didn't do any words at all. They just did a background and then stuck some flowers on. So that was really good fun. And it was really lovely to meet people who use crafting in different contexts. I met a lady who does work, who her job is working in a local elderly home, and she does various activities with them and was asking ideas for doing projects with her clients. And then there was another lady who does work with brownie group, and she's interested in maybe doing some stamping with them. So yeah, it just goes to show that all ages, all abilities can get involved doing some stamping, which is why I love Stampin' Up, because all the products are so versatile. Okay, then the following night I then had been invited to do a kind of a bit of a fundraiser. A friend of mine is going to be running the London Marathon, and she's doing it in aid of the Severn Hospice, which is a local to Mid Wales hospice for those who are dying of cancer. And she put on a fundraiser which was like a pudding and craft and pamper night. And so with those groups, with that group of ladies, I offered 2 different crafts. It was the bunting stamping again, and also I was showing people how to make paper flowers. So again, if you've seen me on my scopes, you would have seen me making something like this, and I've actually just shot a video showing you how to make one of these little flowers. Just trying to find it. Oh, there it is. There we go, that one there. So watch out for this week, because I'm going to be making that video live. I show you how to make this flower out of the pansy punch. So these were the little flowers that I showed people how to make. Actually, I may have already shown you these already, because I made these to go with a wedding event that I did a couple of weeks ago. Oh, there's another one, had another little play making that. And so different ladies chose different colours. I mean, they didn't all choose, ones that kind of variegated like that. Some of them went quite vibrant and chose really beautiful colours. And yeah, that was a really great night. And I think the tally so far for that evening is £390 that has been raised. So that was really good going for my friend Sian, because yeah, she's got a target to fulfil to be able to run them in the marathon. Okay, and then then what happened this week? So when that was Wednesday night, then I had quite a late night Wednesday, because my son had got Tipp-Ex on his trousers, and then had to wash the Tipp-Ex out with some white spirit. Then we put it in the washing machine, and then all my clothes ended up smelling of white spirit. So I was up very late on Wednesday night trying to get this smell of white spirit out of his t-shirt and trousers for the next day. Then on Thursday, I had the great honour of going to a dear man's funeral. We called it a homegoing, because he loved Jesus, and I know where he is now. And the lady who's the widow who's left asked us to wear bright colours, so it was really nice to be able to go to her funeral and not wear the kind of traditional black, but we wore colours that kind of made us cheerful, and it was a really lovely event. And it was nice to see some old photographs of when they got married and when he went on holiday and all different things like that, and meet some of his friends, and get a view on a person's life apart from the one that you know of them. So that was really special. Then on Friday I had my breastfeeding group that I go to, and it was just a particularly really nice morning. Had a really great morning. So all in all, I've had a really great week, and today I've been really blessed to have gone to an anniversary service of the church, the community that I'm part of in Newtown. And they're celebrating 30 years of having their new building, even though the church has been actually going for much longer. The group of people have been meeting for about 40 years, but the church building's been there for 30. So it was just a really great time of renewing friendship and fellowship with some dear friends. Okay, so last night I was having a little play with these images, because again, as I said, I'm doing this class for men's cards, and so I've been experimenting with some of the more masculine kind of colours and shapes. So actually, if I show you the other two, and then I'll explain to you what this is. So yeah, I've just had an experiment with the timeless textures just to create a really nice background, and then pop some sort of accent shapes in there, and then nice wording. And with this one I actually coloured in a little bit with the aqua painter, so this is a bit of crumb cake, and I think that's just the watered down version of Night of Navy there that I stamped there, and I stamped the image with that and then coloured it in. Now I had actually done this, stamped this prior to these, and I'd laid it on my desk, and without realising it, I had left a wet baby wipe very near on the edge, sort of there, and it had made the colour run, as you can see there. So because I was a little bit disappointed in myself for making that mistake, I thought, oh, I wonder what would happen if I got my baby wipe and actually just rubbed the colour around just to kind of make it all blend in. And would you know it, it actually looks okay. So I'm going to be trying this technique again, guys. So you might see me do this, and don't worry, I've not gone crazy. It's called, I don't know what we call it, the baby white blending technique or something. Yeah, so that was quite fun. So although perhaps this is not quite exactly how I would want it to turn out, this is a little bit too saturated here. I actually quite like the idea of blending it around. It's just a quick and easy way of doing that. So I might show that to my class on Tuesday and show them that technique. Anyway, well, I've managed to ramble for about 11 minutes now, so I think I better pop off. Thank you very much for joining me again, and I love hearing all your comments and best wishes, and it just cheers my heart hearing all your crafting adventures. And so if you want to follow me, please go to artfulstampin.co.uk. If you don't already, please do subscribe to be kept in touch with other things that I do. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope. Yes. So I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to sharing more ideas with you in this coming week. Okay, take care. Bye bye.